Travellers going from the Kintyre Peninsula to Glasgow and the Central Belt face a long journey up Loch Fyne and then down Loch Lomond. But there is another route, taking 2 ferries to hop across the stunning but little visited Cowal Peninsula. I've just come off the 2-hour ferry from Islay, so the idea of shaving off around 2 hours of driving time on the way home is very appealing indeed. Not to mention the fact that it's a great day to be sailing on Loch Fyne and the Clyde. Although I've already booked our ticket online, this is one of Calmac's turn up and go services. The crossing takes about 25 minutes. Calmac have operated a small car ferry across Loch Fyne from Tarbert to Portavadie since 1994, although it took another 4 years to become an all-year-round offering. The summer vessel is the Isle of Cumbrae. She's an old lady of the fleet, having been launched way back in 1976. Loch Fyne, or Loch Fìne in Gaelic, is of course a sea loch, so the waves here can whip up on a stormy day. If you've ever enjoyed Loch Fyne salmon, then it may have come from this fish farm at Portavadie, one of many up and down the loch. There used to be very little at Portavadie, but these days there's a marina with holiday accommodation and even a spa. The Isle of Cumbrae has a 2-minute turnaround and she's back across the loch to Tarbert. We, on the other hand, have now got a 45-minute journey across the Cowal Peninsula to Dunoon, where the next ferry awaits. The Cowal Peninsula coastline is a forgotten corner of Argyll. Indeed, it bills itself as Argyll's secret coast. This is a very different experience to driving up the A83 and down the A82. Most of the route is a single track with passing places. Few people live here, but you can still get a great cup of coffee, courtesy of the Argyll coffee roasters. Take a break at the Wild Kitchen. Just follow the aroma of home baking. The main settlement is Gourock, a gorgeously picturesque village that looks across the water to the barren north coast of the Isle of Bute. The Wild About Argyll website describes the village as a hidden gem, and it's impossible to disagree. But alas, today we have no time to stop. From Gourock, the road rises and falls through the rolling glens of the southern Cowal Peninsula before arriving at the town that houses most of Cowal's population, Dunoon, a town which used to attract hordes of tourists on the Clyde steamers until holiday habits changed forever in the 60s and 70s. This is another turn up and go service, but on a completely different scale. Western Ferries operate a year-round service with as many as 60 sailings from Monday to Saturday, using 4 vessels that can each take 40 cars. You'll never have to wait for too long. Ferries leave every 20 minutes or every 15 at peak times. It really is non-stop. Western Ferries have been running a service across the Firth of Clyde since 1973. It's a convenient ferry for tourists, but a lifeline service for Dunoon, a town which has struggled in recent decades after the nearby US submarine base closed, but which comes to life every year for the largest Highland Games in Scotland. When we took the reverse journey last week, it was blowing a gale, and I didn't get out the car because waves were crashing over onto the car deck. Today, however, there's sunshine and the Clyde is absolutely calm. I've always loved taking this ferry. The views are spectacular. North into Holy Loch and Loch Long, south towards Arran, and east down the Clyde to Helensburgh and beyond. At only 20 minutes, this voyage is short but very sweet. Well, what better way to finish the film than with a rainbow over the Clyde? I've got to get back to the car now. I'm on the way home. If you've enjoyed the film, then please subscribe to the channel and you'll find more stories of travel and culture in Scotland. See you soon.